Good evening, ladies. How are you this
Hey,
evening?
good
I
evening.
see everyone has their pink on. How nice. We all have a version of pink on. We are still celebrating breast cancer awareness. This is still breast cancer awareness month, should I say. So we decided to celebrate and support and wear our pink today. So I hope you've worn some pink throughout the month to support all the individuals that have had breast cancer, still here with breast cancer, and those that are no longer with us as well.
Yes, and I am a survivor.
Yes, please do remember Ms. Yvonne Barker is a beautiful, not just a survivor, she is a beautiful survivor.
Yes.
So thank you for being here with us, Ms. Yvonne Barker.
Thank you for having me.
So ladies, a couple weeks ago, we talked about dating apps and how they were saying dating apps are really not beneficial to people, that people really shouldn't go on them, that the apps are really just about, all about the dollar bill. We know that, but, it's just another avenue where you could possibly meet someone, whether it's a friend, a companion, or whatever the case may be. So we have a profile because we weren't sure if profiles made a big difference in terms of whether or not you get lots of hits, lots of likes, lots of invites, or whatever the case may be. So we have a profile from a gentleman that's on a dating site. We don't know the gentleman's name. We don't know what site he's on, but we want to just talk about his profile because his profile is all encompassing. So is that a good profile, bad profile? Do you like that profile? Does it turn you on? So let's jump in, ladies. Who wants to go first? What do you think about it? What do you think about this gentleman's profile?
I can go if you want. I can go.
Go for it.
I actually thought that it was a pretty well-written profile. In the beginning, he starts off kind of like a bio, which was different. He told a lot about himself. Weight, height. I mean, he didn't say this was we'll just say it was a Caucasian man. So he didn't say the color of his hair or the color of his eyes or anything, but everything else, he gave you a really good picture of himself. The dog, the kind of dog he has, what he likes, his interests, best qualities. It was very well written. Just a little, way too long.
All right, so that's Wendy's take on it. She thinks it's way too long. Bonnie, what do you think about it?
Well, it was interesting, very interesting. You could think you're going to start off reading a little bit, but he goes so in depth, deeply in depth, that you kind of say, let me keep reading. How far is he going to go? How much is he going to tell? And it was a lot.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree. It was well written. He described himself to a T. If you do not want that type of man, let that profile go, because he is looking for that type of woman.
Yes. And he gets very specific about what he, we call them the non-negotiables, right? He gets very specific. Now that part, I've seen that done in a lot of guys' profiles.
Okay.
Scrolling online.
So you both would say it didn't turn you off, but you did feel like it was just a little bit too, you liked the fact that he told you some things, but then it was too much because he was telling you too much, right? Is that what you thought? You liked it, but you thought it was too much.
It's like, what's left to learn?
Hey, and Bonnie, you stole my thunder, because that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He said everything. What's the first conversation going to be like now? What you gonna talk about?
Yeah, he didn't leave much mystery. Not much mystery at all.
But I'm gonna tell you guys, I did like it because he went into detail as to what he likes and what he doesn't like. He said you can have a tattoo, one now, and it can't be seen. Just
so
one.
You don't want nobody with no tattoos.
And I like the fact he had an acronym, guys, and it was real: respect, encouragement, attitude, and love.
Because I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I know.
Why don't you like that, Wendy? Tell us.
Oh, I mean, it just seemed to me to be kind of like a greeting card or something. You know what I mean?
Cut and dry.
See how we are. We want men to tell us stuff about them. We want to know about them. And then once they do, we cut them down. Listen,
I don't
No,
want to
I
read it
like
on
the bio
paper.
part.
No, I don't want to read it on paper. That's the kind of stuff I
Show
would
me,
like people
right?
to know about you. All
okay,
right.
and I
Dating.
agree with that. I agree with that, Vonnie, because that's what I was saying. It's like, what's the first conversation going to be about? You told me everything. Where you went to college. Do I care about that right now? No. just the fact that you went to college is good. You know, that means
Yeah, he could have just said he had a college
he's been
degree.
college educated. You know,
Yeah.
that shows me that you have some discipline. You can focus. You know, dogs I don't like, so that I didn't need. After I read Dogs, I really didn't need to read any further, but I did only because it was his profile. Yeah, dogs are a no for me. And he said I'm not interested in ladies that smoke, drink excessively, do drugs, have tattoos, one small conceals when it's okay, or who are extremely overweight. I was like, ooh.
But
Well,
you know what?
he's moving the women out that don't need
Oh yeah,
to be
he's
in.
filtering.
So that part I'm not mad at, because it leaves more room for maybe women who are more his type and like his type of man. So this way he has a better selection of what he wants.
Yeah, he's filtering. He's filtering. So I don't blame him for that at all. But what's gonna happen is the flip side of that, money, is those women with the tattoos all over, or that's excessively heavy, everything he doesn't want are gonna come for him.
Oh, you know what? You're right, Wendy. They probably will. They definitely probably will. I
think he's somebody you would catfish. He's somebody, because he has so much to say, I think somebody might want to catfish him to challenge, you know.
You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. So let me ask you this. So you wouldn't write a profile in this much detail, would you?
No. Part resume, it reads part resume, part like if you were being introduced, you know what I mean? If you had
that's true.
Yeah.
It's very stoic. There's no softness to it or anything like that. It's like almost.
What do you call those things when people write a book about themselves? What's it called?
Biography.
But yeah, he wrote a biography.
There's no softness to it. You know what I mean? It's very flat, dry, and to the point. It's like, if this is you, do not even attempt to send me a message or send me a like. So for me, it's good. It has good qualities, but what I really don't like about it is like, what are we going to talk about? You know, we're going to talk about all the things you said you didn't like. You know, not that they're.
No, we're going to ask you. We're going to ask you a lot of questions. It's going to be a very one-sided. You're going to be interviewed. I'm the employer and you're the employee now. You're going to be interviewed, because I already told you what the job was. Okay, I told you what the requirements were to get the job. All right, so now I have to interview you to find out if you are a potential candidate.
Vonnie, you put that so eloquent. That's true. That's almost how it feels. That is almost how it feels. You were going to say something, Wendy?
Yeah, most people don't read all of that. They don't read the profile a lot. And let me just say for myself, I say it all the time. It's like I'm shopping for shoes.
That's right. And you know what? And guys, Wendy, you made a very good point. Because just think about it. When you receive an email, if it's got 10 paragraphs, you probably will read the first 2 or 3 sentences, and then you're scanning everything after that. So when he think he's really filtering out those people that he does not want to contact him, he's probably not. You're right, Wendy. He's probably not. Those are going to be the people that are going to come for him because of all the good things that he wrote about himself up front. They're not going to see all of the things that he said he doesn't want in a woman. Those, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So he may have done himself a disservice as well.
So this girl is going to be excessively overweight. She's going to be tattooed, and she's going to smoke, and she's going to drink, and all of those stuff. She's like, I'm a good person.
Try me out. You might be missing the best by eliminating me.
Right. That's
you
what's
are.
gonna happen.
Now let me ask the big question. Do you believe all of this?
No, somebody probably wrote the thing for him that maybe thinks these things about him, added a little sweetener to it. Okay, because you do still want to attract somebody. I
Mhm.
think the profile was written for him. I don't think a person writes that much about themselves. I think they had somebody write it for them.
Okay, good point. Good
Little
point.
bit.
What do you
And
think?
there are people who do that for a living, Bonnie. You know that.
Yes, I do. And I believe
Remember
he
we were
hired
talking about
someone
that?
to do
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
So I don't. So all in all, I don't really. If in kind of concluding, I don't think he did himself. I think he did himself a disservice. You know, all the people that he doesn't want to come at him are going to come at him because of the good things that he said about himself up front. They're going to be like, oh, this guy's nice. You know, they didn't see the part. She weighs 300 pounds. She didn't see the part that he said he didn't want someone excessively overweight, because it's like you said, Wendy, but I'm a nice person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, somebody's gonna be like, well, I could turn you out. Yeah.
I know.
It'd be a challenge, but you know.
Exactly. No, you are so right. That's too funny. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But overall, though, I thought it was very well written. I think it gets some attention. I think it does. It's very intentional. Let me say
Oh
that.
yeah, absolutely. He had a good ghostwriter for sure. He had a good
Yes.
ghostwriter.
And I think, like I said, women who are looking for that caliber,
Yeah.
that's good. It's giving them everything they want, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I said he's like, and he said, well, I think he said no one's perfect, but this is perfection. You do everything. You're spiritual. You're a community person. You walk.
Giver.
You're a giver. You walk 3-4 times a week. You want to get more physical. You want to get you want to get fit physically, spiritually, and mentally. You're like the perfect person.
That's why I know he ain't write that. Who's writing that? Who am I going to write that about me? Are you going to write that about you? No, somebody else is writing that because it looks good on paper. It looks good from what you told me about you. And yes, let's put this out there. No, yeah, I don't think he wrote it.
So now, if you're on a dating site, when you see this, if you see this out, not this per se, but if you see some guy that has a dossier, so to speak, are you gonna pass
I
it by?
definitely swipe left.
You-
I don't want to I don't want to, let's say, try to be that person or compete with your mentality of what that person is, because maybe I think I am and you don't. I no, I would just no, too much.
Passing by, huh? Well, hey
Mhm.
guys out there, listen, please. We want you to like, subscribe, share, and leave us a comment. What do you think? Do you think giving all that information, your height, your weight, you know, where you went to college at, that you're a graduate, and we're telling what your best and your
Military experience.
yeah, telling what you think your best qualities are, and then breaking down to the detail intact, specifically what you want in a woman. So women, you know, out there, tell me, would you gravitate to this or not? So we need you to leave us a comment. What do you think about this? Are you going to look for the guy that has this type of descriptive information if you're doing online dating? Or are you going to go for the guy that has 4 or 5 bullet points about himself, so then you can have a real conversation with him when you do, if he's the one you end up calling? So once again, leave us a comment, subscribe, like, and share. Go ahead, Wendy, you want to say something?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're good. Uh-uh.
Well, I want to say something.
No, go ahead, Ronnie.
Yes, Wendy and I would like to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, yes, are we at the end?
Well, we don't know when the end comes. So
We've got, ladies, we have 10 minutes to go. We have 10 minutes.
Okay. Yes, and not only a happy birthday, Chris is our illustrious host. She had a birthday, was it last week?
Last weekend, yeah.
Last week. And then I'm hearing about the recognition, the award at work. You want to share
yes.
that? That
Thank
was
you.
amazing.
Thank you, ladies. You know,
This has been your month.
That's
I
what I
know-
told her. That's
I told-
and she's closing.
oh yes, that is true.
Honey, you got it?
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy
Congrats.
birthday. You didn't even see me. Happy birthday.
Salute.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you
Or
so
spelling
much.
tip.
I appreciate you very, very much. No, and thank you for continuing on
This
this.
is your year. Love is next.
All right, Wendy, I'm gonna beat you up if that doesn't happen. Well,
Love is next.
listen, it's at the end of the year, so that's a lot to happen at the end of the year. So we'll see what we'll, but I'll keep you guys posted, whatever the case may be, however it turns.
Yes.
I will definitely keep you posted. So ladies, once again, you know, it's been fun. I love dissecting that gentleman's his
Oh yeah.
his
Dossier.
profile. You know, dossier, yes. Because
Poor guy.
I'm going to tell you, I would not have gotten past the first page. I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't have read the rest of that. So I would have never seen, you know, that he didn't want me with my 25 tattoos. Just kidding. I have none. I actually have none. So ladies, we are going to sign off, and we will be back, folks, next week. We will see you again next week. Please, we want you to tune in once again. Bonnie, Wendy, what do we want them to do?
Like, share,
subscribe,
and subscribe.
There you go, ladies. Thank you so much, ladies. I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week. And as always, it's been grand. And thank you for the birthday wish.